Hi guys, and welcome to Brick Talk TV. Terry here on your Sunday afternoon, getting ready to build our first Technic set ever today. So we're looking forward to building this 4x4 Raptor, which we'll be getting on to build straight away really. So welcome to everybody. Morning Brandon, hope you're well in Canada. Weather here in London is quite good actually. It's 12 degrees, it's dry, sun is out, there's not too many clouds in the sky, so a nice day to stay indoors and to build some Lego. So let's crack on then. I'll move over to the build zoom camera and we'll have a look at the box. So here's the box then in all its glory. Nice striking orange colour. So here's the 18 plus range. We've got the nice Ford logo there. We've got 1,379 pieces today, so hopefully we'll get this all built in the one stream today, but we'll see how we go. And then on the back we've got some pictures of the real car itself there with the model in front. We've got some details here. That's approximately 450 horse brake power. We've got a 3.5 litre EcoBoost twin turbo V6 engine in the real thing, and goes 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds, or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.2 seconds. And then there's 107 miles an hour electronically limited, it says on there as well. So let's open the box then and see what bags we've got inside. So inside we've got one of these spare part bits, I suppose, or the ones that have got bulky parts. So no number on this bag, so we've got the wheels and some other bits in there. Third bag. First bag. Another big bag. 2, 3. 2 and 3. So we've only got 3 sets of bags in the box for this. There's not going to be too many here. We've got the instruction manual, of course, and if I can get it out, there's a sheet of stickers as well. So there's quite a few stickers to stick on for this one as well. So let me just throw the other sets of bags away. So we're just left with the 2 1 bags, sticker sheet, and then the instruction manual. Let's take a look inside the instruction manual. On the back, it's got the feedback info. And we've got another black manual, so you can see the different views of the model versus the real thing. A few more details about the actual real thing with some of the features within the car as well. So we've got the rear part, the steering wheel, engine, and the rear of the car. And then you can see the different model Fords that have been throughout the years. It's got everything from the Model T through to a pickup, through to a 6th generation pickup, 12th generation pickup. So you've got all the history of their pickup cars, right the way through to the 3rd generation of the Ford F-150 Raptor, which is this model here. Then of course we've got a note from the designer. It's a bit on the details that they looked at for building it. And then we go into here and we can see the layout for the build experience today. So the first set of bags is going to be really building the sort of chassis and the engine. Then we're going to put on some of the details of where you can drive the car, so the steering wheel and the seats and some of the engine area at the front. And then finally we'll clad the whole thing with the wheels and all of the body that goes onto it. So hopefully we'll get all of this done today. So let's open up bag 1. Curiosity. just, for some reason, my area that you guys can see today was reduced. So let me just make sure that's better so you can see more of the screen. There we go. So, as I said, this is the my first Technic set. I've not ever bought a Technic set before. So we'll see how this experience unfolds. Try not to knock anything on the floor. Maybe easier said than done. Right, so we start with this 9-hole Technic piece here, and we put 3 black pins in inside. Like so. Take one of these, don't know all the names of the Technic pieces, it's a new area for me, we'll take one of these pieces and we stick, and we need a dark grey pin, one of these pieces, and a large blue pin. So we stick the blue pin through the bottom. This grey piece through the pin, and then stick the pin like so. And then that just pins into the front piece like that. Then we've got one of these red pieces, an orange pin, a red pin, and a longer black pin. And we stick this red pin into this orange one, take this black pin, put it through the bottom of the red pin, and then bring our piece back in, and this piece goes on like this, and this orange pin goes through the back like so. We've got this large piece, just leave one of those, one of these pieces, then I need a black pin again, long one, and we need a grey pin with a loop on top. So one of these ones. Then we stick the black pin into the top of this large piece here. Connect this large black piece here to the pin, like so. And then this grey piece goes into this side, like that. And then we bring back the piece that we just were working on, and then this connects, I think, to these black pins like that. So we've got something like this now. Then we need a 5 length rod, this one, and a red piece, stick that halfway through, kind of like that, and then we'll stick that through that piece like so. Then we get another 9 length grey piece, and then we stick that through all these other pins on the other side. Like that, and we get a normal black pin and stick that into the second hole. So we've got something like that. And we get another two. Stick these, one there and one there. So there we go, we've got some pins sticking out here. Then stick that to the side a second, then we get another one of these long black curved pieces. One of these pieces. Stick another grey loop pin in on this side there, and then at the top we get another long black pin and put the cross side in like that. Then bring this back in, and then this is going to connect into there. And then these pins are going to go on like so. So we've got something looking like that. Just put that to the side, and then get one of these pieces. Wish I knew the names of the pieces in the Technic set. I need to study harder, I think, to know what these pieces are called. But put this pin into here, and then stick on one of these cylinder pieces on the pin. We need two of these, so let's do that again. If I can find one. Stick that in like that. Cylinder over there, and then bringing back this piece, we'll just stick this over these two pins, one on that side and one on this other side over here. Like that. Then we've got one of these L-shaped grey pieces. Not that one, another one. This one with the cross on the end. Stick a normal black Technic pin in the bottom. That way. A red pin, double red pin through this way. And then a blue crisscross bit with a pin on the end like so. And then that connects on like that. Then we do the same, I think, but on the opposite side. So another one of these, black pin that side, red through that side, and then blue through this side. And then stick that on the opposite side. Then we want two of these grey pieces and just a black Technic pin, and then we just stick one of these black Technic pins through the bottom, one like that, and same with the other one. And then bringing this back in, we stick this piece over these red pieces that stick out either side, just like that. Right, then I think we can put that to the side for a bit now, and we're going to start building. I think this might be the steering mechanism that we're going to build now. So we'll start with this T-shaped black piece, and we'll put two longer blue pins in, like that. And we want a 5 length grey Technic arm just going over the top like that. And then we do the same again, so we get another T shape here, stick two blue Technic pins like this, and then we'll just stick that through the other end like this. Now we need 4 extra blue pins that we've used, and these just go into these areas here, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. Ooh, upside down. So we've got something looking like that. Then we get 2 of these orange pieces, and then again we stick a blue pin through the end, so it's double like that. Do that with the same one on the other side, like this. And then we want to stick these 2 pieces, he says, over that pin like that, all the way down. Same on the other side. So we've got something looking like that. Get another 5 piece here, and this time we get 4 black Technic pins, and they go into the 2 holes each end, like this. And then we get 2 of these T-shaped pins, like that. On the opposite side we just connect them in, so it looks like that upside down, but then we flip it over this way round and we connect that to this one pin that's sticking out either side of this orange piece, hopefully. That's it, pushed in like that. So we've got that built now like this. Put that to the side again. Then on the next piece we've got a little note in the instructions that says the F-150 Raptor is outfitted with Fox Live valve monotube shocks that automatically adjust to drive terrain. So this is what we're going to be mimicking now. So we get an 11 long arm like this. We get a tan pin this time, either end, like that. And then just inside that, with a 1 hole gap, we put the blue pins facing up. End up with something looking like that. And then in here we've got a couple of these pieces here which have got the spring mounts in, and we just pop this yellow end over the tan end. We've got one of those either end of this rod. It's going in like that. Bringing the piece in that we made a minute ago, we then just stick this through these 2 blue pins here, all the way down. So we've got something looking like that. Just put that to the side, and then got some unusual pieces I've never seen before. Or have I seen? I might have seen these actually. So we've got these pieces here. I've seen these before on something. Might have been one of the haunted house or something. So I need 2 of these. So I've got one. There's the other one. So these, we can put like a ball joint in the end, and you've got some Technic pins there. So what we need to do is we just get 2 of these, and then on the ends we just stick the Technic pin in the end like that. And we've got to do that twice. And then on the ends here we just stick those into these gaps like so. Just make sure this one is the right way up. these stick in here like that. Then we get two of the smaller L-shaped pieces, these two pieces. And then on here, we stick over these two pins here. So where we've got these spring mounted pieces and these Technic pins here, we just connect them with these L-shaped pieces. Like that, which gives it a bit more strength. Then in the end, we want two of these pins cross face down, so we've got a Technic pin sticking up, and then we want two normal Technic black pins just go into this hole either side here, like so. Then we get more of these black T pieces, and then we just connect that on top here with these three pins. Ugh, it was a bit tight, so we go like that. Do the same on this side, like so, and then on this back bit we also add another set of these T pieces like that, and the same on the other side. So we've got something like this, and this is going to turn sideways like this, and we'll bring back in this piece which we created, and I think that goes between like this, and we're going to push this pin forward to secure it, kind of. Yep, so we've got something that looking like this. So we've pushed in the pin that was over on this side. Now it's kind of fixed this piece to this piece. And if we flip it over, you get one of these 5 length black pins, and we're going to stick it through this hole here, all the way through, and on the ends you've got this dark grey piece here which will stick out like that, and rolling that back a bit actually because I've got a piece. Let's pull that off. We actually need to stick another one of those ball joint pieces, one of these pieces through that as we push that through and connect that in like that. So we've added this extra ball joint piece. The two pieces are facing each other now on this side like that, and then we'll bring this shock absorber piece up here by the look of it, and we'll stick another pin through, but a 3 length round pin this time, through this gap here, push that through into that cross piece here. So we've pulled this piece up here, I put a pin through at the top here just to connect this sort of shock absorber here, so you can see now there's some bounce to this when it pushes down like that. And then on the end here we're going to, I think, put a piece that we'll probably have a tyre on at some point in the future. So we need one of these pieces, one of these black pieces here, one of these ball pins, and a red pin, one of these red pins here. So we'll clip that into there, this round piece into this black piece. We'll stick one of these red pins at the top, one red pin at the bottom, This is going to connect into those ball joint pieces we've added already, and then this grey ball joint pin goes in to that. So we've got something that looks like this. Then if we bring back in what we've got here, we rotate this round, then we'll want to connect, it's going to be tricky to do it on the camera, but we'll connect this ball part into this bottom piece and this one into this top piece. So now we've got potential for the wheel, and you can see how the suspension would kind of work on that side. Just put that down a second, and we'll get one of these, we'll get two of these pieces, two of those, and we want two of these yellow rod pieces here. Put those either end, part way through, have it slightly sticking out on that side, and then on our piece we're building, comes through either end like that, and then we connect the other side with the other one. This is might need to move those pins in a second, but that's just securing these two pieces together so they work in unison either side, I think. So that's that. Then moving around to the other side, we're probably going to have to do the same now that we've just done on this side. So we'll get another 5 long round pin, get another sort of ball piece like this, and dark bluish grey connector piece like this, and then brown pin goes through here. We are of course going to stick another one of these ball joint pieces through here as well, and then on the end just make sure it's secure with this grey piece. So just stick that on. So we're copying the other side now with the suspension. Then we're going to bring round this suspension piece here, line up these pieces, and we'll have a 3 length round pin. Thread that through the suspension piece and in like that. So now we've copied that other side over here. So that to the side, make the wheel part again. So take one of these pieces and these pieces, clip them together. Two red pins with these balls on the end. Go in either end, and then the grey one just to go in the side here, like that. And then the same again on this side, so we're just going to connect these into the ball joint pieces we have, like so. Get another 2 of these, and then 2 yellow rods all the way through each other end. And just connect them together. Like that. So now we've got these, both of these connected. Next up, we need this piece here, which has got some teeth in here, some holes either end. and we're going to stick in 2 of these red pieces with the loop. Into those loop pieces we've got these sort of red balls, so it goes in like that, and then coming off either side we are going to stick these pieces here. So we've got 2 of these, so stick one on one side, one on the other side, like so. And if we turn this piece round like here, we are going to sit these in here and connect to the ball sticking up on either wheel like this. So we've connected this in here, so you've got this sort of steering mechanism which can be made possible now. It's not stuck in place, it's just clipped with these ball joints. Then we need a 5 long grey rod, one of these orange pieces, these connector pieces on the end, and a gear, and then through here we'll stick this rod, and the gear is going to just operate in the teeth of this sort of steering mechanism that we've got going on. And then before we push it all the way through, which you probably won't be able to see on the camera very well, just need to stick one of these cylinder pieces through like that. So we've just put that little cylinder piece in there with that cog, so when you twist this orange piece now you can see that the steering mechanism will move these wheels left and right. So let's just stick that over to the side, and I think we're going to construct the engine part now. So we take one of these pieces and we'll just stick 2 black pins in either side, and then we'll connect another one of those pieces, those sort of engine pieces, to that, and do the same again. Stick 2 black Technic pins in, and then we'll connect a 3rd piece to that. So it looks like, does look like an engine, or the top of an engine. Then we've got one of these pieces here. This is going to be a fiddly piece, I can tell. Oh, nearly. Nearly flew it across the room. So we've got something that sticks together like this, which is definitely fiddly. And then, hopefully I've done it correctly, then we'll stick another red pin in to the bottom of this piece like that, and then it says to do the same again. So stick one piece facing up, one piece facing down, and a yellow piece. No, that's not the right way. Just like that. So we've got 2 pieces like this. And then we get a 5 length grey pin and we stick that in that end like this. I've done this bit right. Thought something was amiss there. Redo this bit. So we've got something that looks like that. And then on top of each of these parts we stick these yellow pieces on. It's like caskets or something. So stick those on like that, so we end up with something looking like this, and then we get this piece here and we hold up. And did I miss that out? Jumped ahead of myself there. The whole section of these out somehow. So just put these yellow pieces on. So now we've actually got 3 of these things. So that actually comes in here and goes back out that side, and you've got the 3 sort of casket heads, I suppose. And then these go into the holes that we've got on top of this engine piece here, like that. Just leave that rest in there a second, and then we get this formidable looking piece here, turn it like this, and we get 4 orange pins. On this side we push the pins all the way through, and on this side we just push it first way through, so it's not going all the way through on this side. And then over here we just stick where the 2 pins have gone all the way through. We stick those into the bottom engine piece, making sure this yellow pin comes through here, so these are attached like this. Then we get another 3 of these engine pieces and stick them together like we did a minute ago, the other 3. So put some black Technic pins in, connect those to that, another set of Technic pins in, and push that engine piece on like this. So we've got another one, and then I think we stick these yellow pieces through. We line this up here, and then we push these orange Technic pins all the way, he says, through. So you can see these yellow pieces sticking through on either side here now, he says, although he's put that upside down. I'll put these the right way on. Right, that's it. So now we've got this, got the yellow sort of things, caskets, I don't know if that's the right word. And as you rotate this, you can see that they'll sort of pump up and down. see there, you see they'll pump up and down. So next bit, get one of these black pieces and a 3 length yellow rod, stick that through evenly on there, and then either side just stick these pieces on here, and then on top put 2 black Technic pins sticking out the top. Bring this back in here, and then we're just going to connect that like so. So it's connected into the top there with the Technic pins, and this rod's still coming through like that. Then we get another T-shaped piece here with these blue pins, stick them, push them all the way through at the bottom, and then another one like that. Then on this piece that sticks out this side, we'll just stick another cylinder piece on like this, and then around this side we're going to just stick that onto these orange pins here. So we've got this T shape now coming on that end there. Then we just stick 2 more pins into these orange pins which we stuck in earlier, sticking at the top. Then we'll need 2 of these pieces, and we're going to stick 2 of these like bluish grey pieces either end. So we end up with something like that. We do that twice. And then these just connect to the blue pins sticking out here, and on this side over here like that. Then the 5 length rod, stick this orange Technic pin in the end there, push through one of these red pieces all the way through like so, then with a cylinder piece like that, another red piece, like that, and another orange pin on the end like that. Then on these holes we've got here, we'll stick 2 black Technic pins facing this way at the bottom, and then 2 facing the other way in the top holes like this. And if we bring back this sort of engine piece here, then we'll just stick these into that hole there. So we've got something like that. Then we bring this in, this steering mechanism that we did earlier, and up ways like this. Click this into the big black square that we had earlier, and then we've got something that looks like this now. And it wants us to fold this over like this, and then on this rod piece here we're going to stick this cog piece wheel that goes onto the end there. So if we rotate that, you can see that these little caskets are pumping up and down, which is quite cool. So that's that bit done. Then we get another one of these square pieces, and we'll stick in a larger Technic pin into each end like this, and then the small Technic pins just into the bottom holes like that. Then we'll stick more on the front, on the top and the bottom. And then put two of these larger L-shaped pieces either side like this. Then with that facing this way, what we'll do is we'll stick on two of these pieces either side like that, and then we'll push through a blue Technic pin into the hole in the middle. On there, one here, and then on the back we need a 9 length Technic arm, and then we'll just stick each of those Technic pins into the back like that. So something connected at the back like that, and on the front like this. Then we need another L shape, connect with some more of these blue Technic pins. Like that, and then on the other side, similar thing, another L-shaped piece, these all the way through, and then this one part way through, and then on the opposite side connect this in. So we end up with something like that. We'll bring back in our engine piece, and then this I think connects into here, so we're going to push these Technic pins all the way through, he says. So that's connected there now onto the front of the engine. Still not fully connected because we need to connect it here, I think. So let's see if we these L shapes coming out here, rotate these up, put that down a second, and so we need a 3 length rod, connect that into one of these orange connectors, and then one of the larger red pins, these semicircle pieces connect on like this, get in with another pin at the bottom, and again with a blue pin down here. If we bring this back in, so upside down this time. And this will connect to the bottom piece, which we were just saying is disconnected. Push that all the way through. Like that. And then we'll do the same on the other side now. So 3 length rod, orange connector, LEGO Technic pin in the end, and then around this side we'll just stick these 2 semicircle pieces together. Another red Technic pin down there. On the opposite side, a Technic pin going in like that. So that was something like that, and then we just use that again on the other side. So that's connected this all together now, so it's not going to flip open. And if we turn this over, we need to connect some rods in here, so we need a long, we've got an 8 long rod here into a connector piece, and then there's a long red rod here which is 10 length, that goes in like so. Then bring the engine back and through here to stick let's have a look. Just stick the rods in here, so when you rotate this rod here you can see the see those moving up and down. I think that's correct. Find out in a minute, I might have done it wrong. Then we get a 7 length piece. Just put these through the Technic pins we've got already. 1 there, 2 at the bottom, like so. Then another cog piece, and we need a long one of these pieces. Pass that through like that. We need a big red cog that goes onto this red rod that we've already just stuck on here, and then that cog goes on top here. And then we do another one underneath, so we need another grey cog and a 5 length light grey rod, something like this, and then that goes into the bottom part there. So all of these things are connecting. Five length Technic arm and 2 of these Technic connectors. Put the arm over these rods here, and then we'll just put these connectors onto the 2 rods that are still sticking out the top afterwards, like that, so we can still operate these. Together. Then we want 1 9 Technic rod here, spinning round to the other side this time, and then we just connect these two Technic pins which are sticking out over here to this 9/8 rod, like that. So we've got this thing going across here. Put that to the side. Take another one of these black pieces here and put 4 Technic pins in. 2 on this side, top and bottom. 2 on this side, top and bottom. Stick the L-shaped arm in there, and one on this side. Form this, and then put these longer Technic pins part way through, but all the way through. Just like that. And then we're going to cover up these cogs here so that they're not going to be exposed. So just line those up. And then we're just going to push these Technic pins in so it stays into place like that. So now we've covered up the cogs here. It will stop them from falling off as well. It's all nice and secure. Then we get this large piece here. Turn it this way, and we stick this large piece in here into the, like that. That then goes into here to give us a sort of curved appearance at the front. Then we take one of these smaller L-shaped pieces, stick in across Technic pin. Red one this side, longer blue one part way in that side, and another black pin next to it. So put something like this, and then bringing this in, I think it goes into there. Going to connect that in, and then push this blue Technic pin all the way through so it connects to this sloped piece. So just put this L-shaped piece in here so all the pins are put through, so it just secures this piece here, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So that's in that side as well, so that's all secure there now. And there's a little note on the next step which says optimised for off-road use, the Raptor is fitted with 4-wheel drive as standard. There's a note on the side there. Then we get 2 of these pieces, and we'll just connect them into these 2 Technic pins on this side and do the same on the opposite side. If I can find the other semicircle-y piece. Which I can't. There it is. Just do the same on the other side here. I went wrong there somewhere. Ooh. Yep, so just put the other semicircle piece on this side and on that side now, and then we've got 2 more of these L-shaped pieces, and they connect over here where these pins are sticking out here. So just push those all the way through, he says, which I can never do easily, and we'll do the same on the other side. Like that. So we've got these L-shaped pieces now either side here to make it all secure, and then we get two of these 11 long Technic arms, and then we're connecting this first orange pin here into the first hole. Oh, hang on, these ones are too long, so we use the right ones. So just connecting the orange pin here to the blue pin at the back, just to give it some more structure. So these two here, same on this side. Just connect those on like that. Then get this piece here, and we'll stick two of these longer blue Technic pins all the way through, top and bottom. Then we'll get the longer L-shaped piece here, and just connect that through like this. Do get a longer blue Technic pin here, and just push a cylinder piece through there and stick that on the end of this L piece here as well. So now we've got that, we'll get another L-shaped piece here and just connect it onto the other side, these pins that are sticking out here, and then we get two black pins, just stick them one on that side there, one on this side here, something like this. Then we get two of these red pieces and four blue pins. Just stick the blue pins all the way through on there, same on the other one. This on the other side. So there's that piece stuck together. Next up we have one of these. Push a black pin at least into the first piece, but not all the way through. And then we get one of these pieces which we all stick into the gap here. So pull this black pin out a little bit, and then push that all the way through. So we've made this kind of connection here. We need to do two of those. So just get another one. Push it all the way through. Bringing this piece back in here, we'll just stick the bottom hole into that Technic pin. Same on this side. So we've got this shape. Two of these grey pieces here and a black pin which goes all the way through and just connects with the Technic pin facing outwards. Do the same on the other side. So we have that. Then we get some more of these large L shapes again. Connect them into these rods and pins sticking out on both sides. form this, and then through this we're going to stick one of these orange pins all the way in. Do the same on the other side. So we've got something like this. Then with these two Technic pins sticking out this side, we'll have a 5 length arm, and we'll just connect those together. Like that. Get these large dark grey arms here, and we'll stick on 2 of these pieces. So we get another one of those, do the same again. Like this, and then we'll push this through here, but then we will stick in one of these white pieces as we're pushing it through. Need to pull this out slightly because we've got something looking like this now. So we've got this white piece we've pushed through here, and we'll push this pin in up to there. We haven't gone all the way in because there's a gap still here, so we'll do the same on the other side. Like this, and then we have this large white piece here which sits on top, and where we haven't put those holes in, then we just continue to push that all the way through now, so it just connects this white piece into place here, so it's now connected firmly. Then we get a little one of these orange connectors and stick a red pin in, do 2 of those, like this, bring this piece back in here, and then we just connect that connector to this piece here, try to push it in like that, same on this side, try not to drop it. There we go, so we've got that orange piece there. Then round the edge here we're going to stick black pin in this hole, black pin on the opposite hole. I'm going to stick the blue pin all the way through there, same on this side. And then just another 2 black Technic pins on these 2 bits that stick out on the other side here. Something like this. Meanwhile we get 2 of these pieces here together, and we thread through a 4 length dark grey pin through the middle like this. And then we'll stick this cog into the back. Do the same, put a pin through this orange piece here with a cog all the way through, and then we'll just feed that through on the back of this piece like this. Then we'll just stick an orange connector here, followed by a yellow rod, and another orange connector like this. And if you twist that, you can see that the cogs go round. Up the top here we stick another orange connector into this rod sticking out here, and then a red Technic pin into the end that now. See, that all spins round. That then on here fits into this part like so, and then we'll need to stick some pins in here. So get 2 of these pins and stick 2 cylinders in. Same on this side, and then we'll just thread that through to securely position that piece in that side and this piece in to that side, like that. That's in position now. Take an L shape and one of these blue pieces here, stick a red Technic pin in there, push this all the way through, and stick a blue Technic pin through there like this. Then over here we'll stick this red Technic pin into this white area here, line this up, and then stick the blue Technic pin all the way through. So we've got this piece added in now, it's all secure there, and we do the same now on this side. Same technique. Push that through like this. Push that part way through. Stick that in there, and then that all the way through there. So now we've secured that up. 2 of these. Push part way through here at the top L, do that twice. Then round here we'll just push this through this blue Technic pin. That can go in all the way there. Same on the other side. Put that into there now. Let's put that down. We get this long 13 hole piece here. 4th hole along, we'll stick one of these pins in. 4th hole from the end, stick another one of those in. Stick one of these red pieces in there, and then put this blue Technic pin part way in there. Then bringing this in, we slot this through all the way through like that. And then push this Technic pin into this blue area sticking out like that. That's now connected in here, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Like that. So that's stuck in there now, both ends. Then we take this piece, one of these pieces in the end there, and then a red Technic pin on that side, and then we'll just thread this through the end of that arm we've just put in, and we do the same for this side as well. So we've got that. Then we've got these 2 orange arms here, and we're going to feed that through these 2 Technic pins here on this side and on this side, facing upwards like this. And then up here we want 2 more orange Technic pins, but we're not going to put them all the way through, just to the first part on this side, like that. Then we take one of these connectors and we'll stick a Technic pin in either end. Then this L-shaped piece in the way there. Stick a black piece in there with another connector piece. Get our second arm like that. So we've made that now, and then that connects into here, where we then can stick those orange pins all the way through now. So this is in place, but kind of on a hinge at the moment. Probably not for long. We'll take another 2 of these arms, and actually then we connect these to the Technic pins which already exist sticking out. Probably easier said than done. So there's one on that side, so we connected that there, and then we'll do the same on the other side. It's a bit tricky, these Technic pins. Struggle. That's it. So we've done the same on that side now, and then on these holes sticking out here, we'll stick a black pin and a blue pin on both sides. We've got these pins either side here. And now we bring back in what we built earlier around this side and this side here, and we connect these 2 together like that. You can see that. So now we've just connected them two of them together here with these 2 rods connectors. So now these 2 separate pieces we built come together, and we've got one of these 9 length here. Stick a blue Technic pin in one end, and then we need to connect this Technic pin with this Technic pin, and then push this all the way through on this side. So that's formed a bar there now. And then above that we take one of these 15 length pieces, and on the ends here we connect these Technic pins at the top. It needs to go down like that, and then this goes into these 2 Technic pins on this side. It's easier said than done. So now we've got that connection. So on this side down we're connected with those Technic arms there. Then rotate this round and we'll do the same again. So do the 9 length arm first into the bottom, and then this longer one going into the top like that. And that, got a few spare parts. Hopefully I've not missed any, but that's the first bag complete now. So you can see we've started to build sort of the engine part, and then I suppose this is where the seats were going to be at some point, and we've got a bit of a steering mechanism here, which you can see when you twiddle this area. and then if you twiddle these cogs here, you can see that the gasket's going up and down in the engine as well. And we've got this front area coming. So that's the first bag. Just put the spares to the side and we'll open up the second set of bags. A lot of Technic pins in this one. Cool, so in this bit we're going to start building out the seats and steering mechanism, I think, and a bit of the sort of bonnet area where the engine is going to be stored in bags, set bag number 2. So next up, around the back here of this set, we're going to stick, try and make it so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to stick 2 red pins with balls on. Just under here where we've got this L-shaped piece, we're just going to stick 1 ball pin in here. It's really fiddly to do. And 1 on the other side. Then we need 2 15 length black pieces like this. We need 2 of these orange pieces here, 2 blue pins, 2 red pins, and then these orange pieces we're just going to stick the pins in like that, and then on here that just fits into this Technic arm like that. And over this side, that's just going to be added onto this end here. You can see how long this is getting now, so we'll do the same to the other side. Same to the other side. And we'll just stick this on over here on this side. So there you go, you can see the length of it's getting longer now. Then we've got this unusual looking shape. Now we're going to stick 4 blue Technic pins all the way through. Like this. Something looking like that. Put that down a second, and then we're going to if I can find it. There is one of the jointed pieces that can swivel. Which I can't see. This is a piece. Oh, there it is. This is a piece that we used in the staff Christmas gift last year, actually. So one of these pieces here. We need a 3-length yellow rod, which goes into one end, and then a 5-length rod goes into the other end, which is a darker piece. Struggling to see things in these bags. Where is it? So we're looking for a dark bluish grey 5-length rod. Ba, ba, ba. These are just pins. That's not the right one. This is being a tricksy piece, this is for sure. I'm sure it's not in the bag still. Where is it? I do need a black cog as well, which is here. So I need one of these. But there it is, found it, don't panic. So then that just goes into the other end. So you've got something like this. And then, if we bring this piece back, we're going to stick this through here. And on the other end, as he chucks it everywhere, stick that through like this. And then on the other end, we're going to attach a cog. Like this. So you've got this ability here, which could possibly be for a steering wheel, perhaps, who knows. Put that down, we get this unusual looking shape here. Now what we want to do is, in here we're going to stick a cog into the bottom bit that sticks up into here, and then there's going to be 2 cogs either side somehow. Wow, so that goes in like that. And we've got another one that goes in like this side. You see that? Got 3 cogs in like that. Let's put that down a second, try not to knock everything, and then get a 3-length and a Technic connector in black. Need 2 of these, go in either side to fix those cogs into place. And then, just to make it doubly difficult, we're going to stick that into what we just built. So this might be a little tricky for you to see anything here, so there we go, look, we made it. Did we? No, we didn't. I thought we'd done it, but we haven't done it. Right, is that in? I think that's in. So it kind of moves in all ways, shapes and forms, this piece here, so I think that's kind of secure. Let's put that down for a second, and then we need some of these orange pieces here. We need 4 of these, in fact. We connect them together like that, so let's do 4 of these. 2, 3, and 4. So I've connected those 4 orange pieces together. Then back on this piece here, we need to stick these onto there like that. Same on the opposite side, this side. Flip it over. I think we do the same on this side and this side. Just push that on, so we've got these extra orange pieces sticking out here. Put that down, we'll get 2 H-shaped pieces, and we need 4 blue Technic pins, the double ones, so 4 of these. And we need 2 of these H shapes. There's 1, there's 2. And then we just stick a Technic pin part way through either ends like that. Let's just do that twice. Bring this in here. Put this in sideways over those orange pins that stick out. So we've got something that looks like this. Then we've got this large square like this, and at either end we just stick 2 of these red ball joint pins in that we used earlier, just in the middle there. So there's 1 goes in that side, 1 on the opposite side. Like that. And then put this around, so it's over the top here, and then we just push through these Technic pins to get it into position. Like that. So now we're all secure and firm there. Can rotate this round in all sorts of directions. Then we get 4, well, we need 2 red Technic pins like these, which you can't really see on the camera, but there's 2 there. And then we get 4 of these pieces. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's put 2 together and then connect them with this Technic pin through here. Same with the other ones. And then, I don't suppose it matters which way up this is. We'll just connect these through the bottom pin like this, so they'll stick out like that. Then we stick 2 of these pins facing upwards into this top area there, one side, and nearly. 2 sides, so we've got that. We have a single black Technic pin which will stick into the top up here, and then we've got 2 blue Technic pins which we're going to stick through these holes either side here, all the way through like that. So next up we need 2 L-shaped small pieces, 2 of those, and 2 4-length black rod pieces, 2 of those. And the L-shaped pieces go through these blue Technic pins which we've already pushed through, so we just connect that like that. Same on this side, connect them like that, but then these black rods just go into either end of these Technic connectors which we put on at the start. So we've got something like this now, like a spider. I think this is probably going to be the rear axle perhaps, because we're going to stick this piece and this piece together, which is what we think are the wheels for the other end. Stick some Technic pins in here, not all the way through, part way through, like that. Then we've got this grey piece here, stick across pin in there, and a black Technic pin facing upwards, and then this will connect into there like that. Then we've got a larger L-shaped piece. In here we stick one of these Technic pins with the loop on. And then we just stick the end of that into this black Technic pin. So we've got this shape going on now. And then bringing this back in, trying to figure out how this all sticks together. That goes in like that. That shoved through there, and then attach these pins all the way through, which is a little tough, but there, that's that piece. Then we've got to do the other side now, so the other wheel. So take this piece again, the other wheel piece, just clip that in together. Couple of Technic pieces. that into there like this. The large L shape. The loop. Just connect that on again, so we've got that shape again. Bring this piece around, thread it through, push that in. That was a lot easier than the other side. Then just push the pins right the way through. So now we've got these. You can see the wheels move. Now if we rotate that, you can see that the wheels move at the back as well. So that's cool. So that's that part. Pull to secure, and then we need 4 5-length Technic arms. 3, 4. And then look at your face on here. We just need to connect all of these pins together now using these arms. So that's all secured now, and then we just put 4 black Technic pins into the bottom, 2 on that side, and then 2 over this side. I'll see if I show you on camera rather than trying to do it off camera so you can't see what I'm doing. So we've got these extra 2 pins now on either side down there. Then we want another 5-piece, one of these pieces, and we'll stick a blue pin into that piece, stick that into the end of that lift arm there, and then we have an orange big pin there, goes into the end. Then it's saying it wants the black Technic pin that we've just stuck in, wants to go onto those 2 areas there. So we've pushed that all the way through now with this Technic pin sticking out this side. What I've mistakenly done there is I've put that in the wrong place. So then no, I'll tell you what I've done there. I've actually used the incorrect piece. So let's just try and pull that out again. Well, that is 5-piece. Let's double check. So, okay, put that into the wrong hole there. So let's try that again. Right, that's better. Right, so that's that side done. put the Technic pin in over here now correctly, lined it up properly. And we'll do the same now on the other side, so we get another 5 lift arm. One of these black pieces with a pin. Push that through like that, and then an large orange pin just to go on like that. Stick that through there, and then stick that pin in there. So then we want 2 of these sort of tan pins here, and then a couple of cylinder pieces. Cylinder pieces on the ends. And then we'll put them part way through this area here, like that. Meanwhile, on top we want to get 2 of these sort of triangle pieces. Connect that with a Technic pin on the ends, and then we'll stick this at the top here into that black Technic pin we stuck on earlier. On top. That's now secure on top there to give it a bit more structure. This onto the end of a 5 length one, do the same on the other end. Push that through to the bottom like that. Then we get 2 of these odd blue shapes and 4 red Technic pins. 2, 3, 4. Just stick these 2 pins onto the top here. Same on the other side. Feed that on top there, push that one Technic pin all the way through, do the same on the other side. Push that all the way through like that. And then in these areas here, we're going to got two of these suspension pieces again. Call them suspension pieces, these sprung pieces. Make sure the Technic pin's not sticking through, and then just push that all the way through so we end up with that, and we do the same on the other side. Push that all the way through, so now we've got this sort of shape going on. Then we get another 5 arm, another one of these blue pieces, get 2 of those. This time we need a black pin. Just stick that part way in. that all the way through. So like that, and then do the same on the other side. So we've got this, and then we bring this piece back in. We'll just connect the other end of these sprung areas in here, and then we're going to stick a couple of more black Technic pins into the top just to connect it. So there's one. And here's going to be two. All the way through like that. So now we've got this weird looking triangle, square shape. Then in the top here we're going to stick another couple of tan pins. Just sticks the cylinder pieces on the back there. Feed that through the top piece there, do the same on the other side. Like that, and a black 7-arm just to go on 2 pins either side, just to give it well, that's tough. So that just goes on top like that, just to give it a bit more rigidity. Then bringing this piece back in here, we'll connect this area here into here and push through these tan Technic pins that we put in earlier. So there's one. There's two, so now we've got this connected here. Now if we bring back in the rest of the truck, we need to connect this to the rest of it now. So So we feed the rod through there, and then this will ultimately connect in, I think. So 4th hole across from the back. So we've added these in here, and this is where the sort of steering bit goes through here. This is the rear suspension, I guess, because it will be bouncy there. Hi Jetta, welcome to the stream. Thanks Brandon. Yeah, not bad for my first go so far, but I'm sure I'm going to go wrong at some point. Fingers crossed to do okay. Right, so now we're going to get 2 of these pieces here. There's one, there's another one, there's another one, and now we need there's two balls here, two red ball joints we put in earlier, and we're just going to connect those together on each side, like so. So now they're connected, quite rigid now. Let's put that to the side a second. Then we've got this small L shaped here. We'll stick a red pin in the end, like that, followed by two black Technic pins. There's one, there's two, and then we get one of these long curved pieces here. They just connect on, and then another blue Technic pin, crossed version either end. And it faces downwards. And if we bring back in our model, this will connect, or I think, let's have a look. Well, turn it up this way. This will connect into this area here. Connected this piece now onto this side. Put that to the side again. 5 length to this red piece here. Then we've got this grey piece to stick up there. Stick another red, bar in the top of that one, and then we'll feed the rest of this red one all the way across like that. One of these black pieces goes on top. And another one of these dark grey pieces just to thread in, and in the middle of that we're going to stick a black Technic pin coming through. Then another red piece at the bottom, which of course I have now made a mistake slightly. This one just needs to go the other direction. So we've got these going in alternate directions there, I had them going the same way. And then another one of these black pieces coming in this way. We've got two of these small black sort of separator pieces going upwards, and this grey piece goes on at the end like that. So we've got this kind of complicated shape going on there. If we bring our model back and flip it over again, then this piece would be this way round. Where would you stick? You'd stick in here, I think. Yeah. Just attach that piece now to this area here. I think that's correct. And again, start with a small L shape to put a red pin in the end there. A couple of black Technic pins. on these black pieces here. At either end we want to put a blue pin in. That end and that end. And we're going to flip it over so it's facing downwards. Trying to keep up with the orientation of this model, which is quite tricky, I must admit. That piece just goes on the opposite side here, which is the same as what we connected a minute ago on the other side. Now we're probably going to make the same weird looking shape we just made a minute ago, so just get the 5-length rod in the end there, faces upwards, just get a red rod in the top, slide this black piece across, another red piece facing the opposite way there, another dark grey piece. So where we stick a Technic pin in the middle here. Another black piece facing the opposite direction. Two sort of little spacer pieces. One, two. This piece like that, and then one more red piece going the opposite direction. So there's that piece again. Bringing the model back in again, make sure I'm turned it the right way up. Then this piece will clip into here like that, like we did on the other side. So now we've got the same thing, we had that side on this side. Then we get a 13 grey piece, I'm guessing is that one, yep. And we get this grey 13 piece here, and we just connect these two pieces we just added to across the bottom, across there. So that's now connected sturdy. And what do we do next? So staying on here where the engine is, we're going to put some more pieces on in the engine. So we need one of these red pieces like this, and we'll stick two black Technic pins into the red piece here. Then we'll stick one of these pieces in here like that, and then by the engine here, see that side, I think, is it that way? It is that way. I think this goes in, I think it goes in here. So we're just adding this red piece in here by the sort of engine area, and then there is a blue Technic pin that needs to go into this area here. So just added a blue Technic pin into that connector there. Then we get a 9 arm here. Third hole we'll stick a Technic pin part way in, not all the way in. Then we get a black Technic pin, and we'll push that all the way through. And then on the model here we push the red Technic pin here through to the bottom hole, push that all the way onto that blue pin we just put, and then push that blue Technic pin all the way through. So we've just put this arm in here and connected all the pins up together on that side. And then we need one of these grey pieces here, and we'll stick a red Technic pin part way through, like that. And then just down here, where we've got the red Technic pin sticking out, we'll just stick this piece in here, and then we'll just push the pin through to connect to this L shape that was sticking out as well. So that's all connected up on that side now. So we're going to be spinning this round now, probably doing the similar thing that we just did on the other side. So take one of these red bricks, we'll put 2 black Technic pins into it. Stick one of these loop pieces in here, and then we'll just attach it to this side of the engine. You can see it this time. Same as we did on the other side. Get a 9 length Technic arm, blue pin in part way, 3rd hole in, black Technic pin all the way in. Let me bring this over here. Before we forget, we need to stick that little blue Technic pin in there, push this on, push that all the way through like that. So we've got this other arm now. And then we'll just get one of these pieces with a Technic pin, stick that all the way there, and then just connect that through, push the pin through like that, like so. Right, so that's that kind of all done there. Next up, we have got to find one of these pieces here, and then we'll use a blue pin in there and a black pin in top. Then we want a 9 on, and we'll just stick that on to make that. Then at the other end, same sort of thing. Need another piece like that, and a black pin going in top on the other side. Then over all of that, we get a 15 pin piece, and that goes into the 4th pin hole at each end. Just connect that on like so, and then each end we'll put another 2 Technic pins, black ones. and then just stick these orange L-shaped pieces on top. Like that. Then bring the model back in, and this then goes here, I think. Just push this down on some pins that we've already got sticking out, so that's now connected across there. Take that out again, and then we want two of these blue pieces and some red pieces with the loops in. Just stick those together like that. And stick a blue Technic pin in either end. Then bring the model back in, and then we've got some pins sticking out the side over here, these blue ones, and we'll just stick these pieces on this side and on this side. Then we have these two of these unusual shapes, angled pieces, and we need two Technic pins. And we'll just stick the Technic pin right into the corner of these pieces. Then moving around the sort of front engine-y area here, we're going to stick these into this area here, so it sticks out. That's easier said than done. Got the Technic pins, that goes that way, this one goes on this side. So now at the front we've got these two L shapes sticking out either side. Then we get the weirdest Lego brick ever. Look at this Technic arm. It's got some holes on that side, holes on that side, holes on all the sides. Two black Technic pins. Two of these grey ones with loops on. Then we stick these grey ones on this side. Black Technic pins just after that. And that's going to, I think, stick on sticks on top here. Sticks over these pieces we just stuck on, like so. Let's move that to the side. We've got some 13 length orange Technic arms now, so we're going to stick Technic pin in this end and two black Technic pins in there and there. Stick a blue Technic pin all the way through, and then do a black Technic pin like that. Then just connect this L shape to there, and then blue pin up top. Then take one of these orange pieces and a blue pin. Just add that on onto that bit there. Then we take an orange loop piece here like this, put a red pin into it there, and then having coming out of it we'll have a black Technic pin like that. That can then go through the bottom there. So we've ended up with something looking like that. But we're not done yet because we need one of these blue pieces that we used earlier. Stick a Technic pin partly in there. Put that through like this. And then we'll turn this over like so. Bringing the car back in. This appears then to probably go along here somewhere. So we can just pull that out, put that the right way round. Just push this blue Technic pin all the way through to connect. So we're starting to see a bit of the sort of bonnet area, I think. So now we've got to do the same if we've done here on this side. So a lift arm for 9. Blue pin part way through, a couple of black pins. Stick that on like that, and this goes up like that, and then a black Technic pin going across. That just connects through like this. Then we have this blue piece again with another red Technic pin part way through. Just connect that on there, turn it upside down, and then we're going to connect this. There we go, so now that's connected on that side too. Then at the front here we've got some Technic pins sort of sticking out here, and we're going to use 2 of these T-shaped orange pieces. Just push them on, so like that. Now at the front got these 2 T pieces, and then into those T pieces we just stuck, we'll stick 2 additional black Technic pins facing outwards. Might be getting some stickers coming through soon. Not had any yet. Put this rod through the middle there. Then we'll get 2 curved pieces, 2 curved connectors like this. There's one, there's the other, and then we put 2 red Technic pins on either end of these. Like that. You get a 7-pin Technic pin. Put Technic pin in there and in there. And then just feed that through those connector pieces like that. Then we'll stick 2 of these separator pieces into the end there where the red piece was, and then we'll stick another red Technic pin to both of those sticking out. Do the same on the other side. And then an orange arm. Go on top like this, and then we do have these 2 pieces here, which are going to be like a bit of a bumper, I think. And we do need to stick some stickers on these, so just put those over there. Take a look at the sticker sheet. So I think it is 5 and 6. So we've got some sort of bumper with maybe some little lights on, maybe. So there's one. And there's 2. So we'll just connect these onto the ends of these red pins sticking out. So we've got this, and we can right? No, that's not right. That's not right. Is it right? Let's have a look. So I've got that. Hang on. Hold up. Look, I've got these the wrong way round. Let's try that again. That looks better. There you go. So there we've got the sort of bumper forming on here, I think. And I did miss onto this piece here. We do need to put another sticker, number 2. Just kind of got this grill piece. So just put that little grill piece sort of in the middle there. So it's a little bit of detail, not too much. And then in the ends here, we've got just a couple of holes. We just stick 4 Technic pins, 2 in each side, sticking upwards. That's 1, 2, and 4. And then we've got these 2 orange lift arm, L shape, just goes on that side and on this side. just like that. Then round the back here, where we've got these 3 Technic holes, we're just going to stick these 2 orange pins all the way through, like that. Then we take one of these cylinders, stick a blue pin all the way through, so we've got an even pin either side, and then stick 2 of these either side. Stick a Technic pin like that, and then just connect that around the back here. So we've got these pins to connect it to here as well. So that kind of looks like the front there. Then we'll bring the model back in. Of course, we kind of got the front section here already, and we will connect this in to these Technic holes here. So now you can see the front bottom part of the bumpers forming at the front. Then we get 2 more of the larger orange lift arms, and we just connect them to these Technic pins at the front here on this side, same on this side. Ooh. Try not to drop the model on the floor. Right, so that's on that side now as well. Now comes the trickiest sticker. So this large black piece here is actually going to have the grille of the Ford logo on the front. It's a bit of a tricky one, so it's got to have this large sticker here. So I've got to try and make this look particularly good. So there we go, there's the subtle Ford words written there on the front. Then we just want to stick 4 little Technic pins, just with the studs showing at the bottom on each side, like that. Then we get these black curved pieces here. Just turn it round, and then we're going to stick these blue Technic pins through like that. Then other side, these pieces here should be facing outwards. Then on here we've got another sticker. This is where the sort of headlights are, I think. It's a shame there are so many stickers for these details. So there's a set of lights there, and then we just clip these pins into this area here. So you can see the lights forming here on the front grille, and we'll probably do the same now on the other side. Yep. So we get another one. Stick a blue pin through. Two of those grey ones, and around the front here. Do the other headlights. I'll do that like this. It's going to be tricky now to see whether the lights do line up. They might not do. So that's the front bumper there with the grille with the lights either side. So if we bring this back in, this is going to sit somewhere here. So earlier where we had those blue pieces with a red pin, we're just pushing the red pin through now to connect either side. So we've got this look at the front now. Then we've got these two grey pins here. Drop them down either side here. They're actually connecting this to the pins we put in earlier, so it's just sort of securing it there. Then we've got these two orange pieces like this. Just need to stick some Technic pins in here and here. They just go onto there. On that side to give it some sort of bonnet, some shape, and same on this side. We've got the bonnet sort of forming at the front there. Starting to take shape. Then we're just going to rotate round a bit on the car. And we want two of these black pieces and a 3-length yellow rod, and we'll just put that part way through each of these. They're a little hard to see here, I think. We're just connecting these parts to this space here. A bit more security just around these two black bits either side there. Now we take one of these pieces, put a blue Technic pin through the middle. We'll just connect that to an arm here. I'll stick a black Technic pin through the bottom hole there. Two more Technic pins going in there, which allows us to attach this black piece in there. Then we'll take one of these orange pins and a red pin, stick that into the top, and then that just connects into the bottom there. That then connects to the bottom here. So you can't see there really. So it's connected this piece in here. And I think we'll do the same now for the other side. something like that. And then yeah, on the other side now, I'm going to connect this in. Goes like that. I did realise I have forgotten to put one Technic pin in there in building that, so just going to reconnect this bit. Right, so we've connected these two bits there. Next up we've got 11 length, one of these funny pieces with holes on each side, and that threads through sort of chassis area and connects the two blue pins that we just added to these last bits we just added on. So just connect those together. Four length rod with a connector. It continues this piece here, so it goes into here, so we can continue to steer our steering mechanism. Another connector with a 3 length rod and this black piece here, push that through to the middle. Then we have a cog goes onto that in the middle there. Then we have a dark pin which goes only a little bit in, and then we have one of these yellow pieces that goes there. Push the pin in a bit more. And then there's a cog that's going to squeeze in here. Ooh, nearly. Trying to make sure that goes through. So now we've got that cog connected there, and this comes down to this, clips into this arm here, and then I push the pin all the way through to connect to the steering mechanism there. So this is now moving upwards. As I turn this, it's now pointing upwards. Now we're going to make a seat that someone can sit in. So we take a 5 length, put a blue pin all the way through. Then we take one of these curved pieces, connect one side like that. Take a smaller L-shaped piece, stick 2 blue pins all the way through. And stick that on the back like that. Then we've got a 3 length with one of these sort of stoppers. Just push that part way through like so. Push that through like that into there. We'll get another one of these pieces here. Connect those Technic pins like that. connect that piece like that. So this is the seat taking shape, and it's going to go like this inside the car. So let's bring this back in. Clips into place there. I've finished connecting that in yet, so just put that to the side. We've got to make the other seat first. All the way through. Connect that side of the seat. Right, so there's the seat, the other seat. Let's bring this back in. Turn this up. Just connect that in like that. So now we've got both the seats in there, and then we want 2 orange pins. This next bit, and it's upside down we need to go, so let's flip it over. It says here, the fully redesigned of 2021 F-150 Raptor boosts its capability with all 5 link rear suspensions to better maintain axle positions on rough terrain. And then what we do here is we just line the seats up and push through a Technic pin. Goes through the bottom bit here into one of those other pins that we had for the seats, so it just secures the seat from the bottom as well, so that's gone through there now. So these seats are a bit more firm at the top, not totally firm, they still wiggle. And now we're going to do the dashboard, I think, of the car. So start here. Put a spacer piece in and a large spacer piece there. Then we've got this piece here and we stick a rod into that. That threads through like this. Then we have a cylinder spacer, one of these pieces here. And then in these we put 3 Technic pins with just the stud showing. 2 and 3. And then on this side we're putting 3 spacers, or cylinders there. Another one there, like so. Then we'll just put this 1x3 spacer on. Then we've got another one of these pieces to cap it off there. By 2 spacer. We've got this angle piece going into this connector. We need to put another sticker on onto a black lift arm like this. So sticker 3, which has just got the speedometer on. Just going to put that on there. Let's connect that into the bottom there. Into here we stick a pin. This is where the steering wheel is going to come out, and we'll stick one of these yellow pieces on like that. That then connects to the front there, so this is kind of our dashboard for the car. Put that to the side and get this large lift arm here. Technic arm, we'll stick pins in either side there. Then we'll just connect these pins to these orange pieces like that. So this is kind of our dashboard forming here. We've got the steering wheel, just slot on like that, and then we've got this tile here which we need to stick a sat nav sticker on. So we'll stick that like that, and it just goes into the middle here. If I can line it up properly. Goes over like that. So we've got the sat nav in the middle and the steering wheel over here. And what I haven't seen yet, we've got we don't use those. We've got two double black cheese wedges left over here. Got these two pieces left over here, but I don't remember seeing these in the instructions. Did I miss them anywhere? Probably. I wonder if that's what they... Yes, so figured out. So earlier when we were doing the front of the car, we just want to stick these black double cheese wedges on the front, just smooth it off, and then in terms of dashboard then, chuck all the spare parts on the floor. These then click into the two blue pins, which actually I think we did at the start of this bag. So here you kind of go now, so you've got the steering wheel here, which isn't connected yet to anything, so it doesn't do anything when you twist it. That's where we're at so far. Now we've got one more set of bags to go to cover it up and put the skin on this. So, question, do we continue today, finish it off? Or should I finish it off in a week? Why don't we? It's 3 hours I think of streaming now, so it's probably enough for today. So why don't we stop the stream here for today? So we've done the first two bags. We've got the third bag to do, which is going to involve putting the wheels on and covering the whole thing in orange. And what I'll do is I'll put another stream up on the channel for during the week, so maybe we can finish it off maybe on Tuesday or Thursday. So look out for the stream. Just to be notified, just hit that subscribe button so that you'll notify when I'll be doing the third bag, and we'll do that during the week instead of finishing off today. So let me just go back to the main screen. So for today we've done the first two sets of bags. So this is what our kind of finished product is looking like at the moment. So you can see it looks quite kind of technical. It's quite a large size, but we won't finish today. So we're not going to do the third set of bags and cover it up with all the body work and do the wheels. We're actually going to do a stream in the middle of the week for a change, I think, to finish it off. So it shouldn't take too long. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream today. If you did, hit that like button because it helps us reach more people. Hit subscribe if you want to be notified of the final of this live stream to do the body work, and look out on the channel for it to be put up. I'll try and put it up later today with a time and day, probably do it Tuesday or Thursday this week. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing. Do check out the extra video we did this week as well on Space Shuttle Mock if you've not seen that, because that's quite an interesting build. And have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you midweek for a random finish off of the Raptor. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you then.